I look over behind the Ideal Dentistry and there's looks like a military weapon pointed down to the ground, and I'm like, what's going on?
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
Cops out with guns drawn. We have the very latest after a standoff with a woman hiding in some brush off Highway 240 in Richland.
Also,
sounding the alarm about fire season 2025. We'll tell you what some meteorologists are predicting.
We are committed to delivering functioning roads across our state without asking Oregonians to pay more.
and new at 6, Oregon Republicans in a fight over funding for ODOT.
And Stacy is tracking more nice weather.
That's right. A gorgeous day and a great day for some Dust Devil baseball. I'll give you the forecast coming up. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us here midweek. I'm Wendy Redmond.
And I'm Austin Reed. It is the final day of April. First at 6, we shared with you last week about a story in regards to human remains that were located on Cowiche Mill Road in Selah. The Selah Police Department now says those remains are of missing 4-year-old boy, A.J. Funderburg.
The child's father, Preston Funderburg, was previously arrested on April 17th, we're told, for misdemeanor charges in connection with the investigation. This continues to be an ongoing investigation, and we are continuing to follow it for you, so stay with us for the very latest.
Turning now to fire watch. By July, Eastern Oregon and almost all of Washington will likely be at above average risk for large, costly fires. That's according to the Northwest Interagency Coordination Center.
The agency says this year's summer season is shaping up to be very hot. For Oregon, last year was record-breaking, where nearly 2 million acres across the state burned. The firefighting bill totaled more than $350 million, and nearly 200 homes were damaged.
Across the Beaver State, 6 funding options have been proposed by a wildfire funding work group, but they are still circulating in several different bills. All right, let's talk about our weather. At least it's not too hot yet.
Not yet, but Stacy is tracking a little bit of a warm-up, so let's find out just how warm we're going to get. Hey there, Stacy.
Hey guys, a little spike in our temperatures coming up, but it's a beautiful evening right now. 70 degrees. The Dust Devils will have their first pitch at 6:30. If you're heading out to the game, it's a little warm to start with, but we're going to start cooling into the 60s once the sun goes down, so do bring a coat out to the big game. Temperatures looking great all around the area. 70s for most of us, 60s in the foothills of the Blues, 50s up in the mountains this evening. Planning your evening out, there you go. There's those 70-degree temps. Enjoy them. By 8, we'll be down in the 60s, and by about 10 o'clock, look for temperatures down in the 50s. Sneak peek at tomorrow. Look at this. A couple of places hitting 80 degrees. Tri-Cities and Hermiston, very close in Yakima and Walla Walla. We could potentially hit that 80 there tomorrow as well. Clear and mild tonight, sunny and warmer tomorrow. Hot day Friday will be the hottest day of the year, where we potentially could be breaking some records, and then get ready for a big weekend cool down. I'll break it all down for you coming up. Austin, Wendy.
All right, Stacy, thank you for that. New tonight, Washington State Superintendent of Public Instruction Chris Reichtel vowed today to uphold state laws protecting transgender and gender-expansive students, despite a new federal investigation launched by the U.S. Department of Education. The federal investigation, formally opened earlier today, alleges that Washington's Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction is out of compliance with the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act and the Protection of Pupil Rights Amendment. The investigation comes 2 weeks after the Trump administration announced plans to challenge Washington's non-discrimination laws. Reichtel characterized the investigation as the largest target in the administration's dangerous war against individuals who are transgender.
The Yakima School District just announced they are the first district in the Yakima Valley to install outdoor AEDs. They are at Davis and Eisenhower High School campuses and are from Save Heart. In 2023, a Napavine runner collapsed during the state track and field championships held at Zeppville Stadium. The Yakima School District says the medical emergency underscored the need for access to automated external defibrillators at their athletic facilities. AEDs are portable devices that can be life-saving in cases of sudden cardiac arrest. They hope it will add peace of mind and provide faster response times in emergencies. With the conclusion of the legislative session on Sunday, Representative Jeremy Dufault says it was notable that efforts to close the Yakima Valley School failed. Senate Bill 5393 passed the Washington State Senate and House during the weekend and is awaiting the governor's signature, this time without the inclusion of Yakima Valley School. But Dufault goes a step further, saying, quote, "We must do more than simply preserve Yakima Valley School. We must strengthen and expand it." Proponents of closing the facility scrutinized the operating expense and suggested there are better options. Comprehensive Health Care will officially open its second permanent supportive housing facility in Sunnyside tomorrow. Vista del Sol 2 is a long-term residential housing facility for adults who have been diagnosed with a chronic mental health condition. There are 18 studio apartments and 2 single-bedroom apartments that are fully furnished. The building is designed for those who are in need of affordable housing. It will have on-site laundry, a community area, and an outdoor space for group activities. One woman is under arrest after about a 40-minute-long police standoff near Fowler Street and Columbia Center Boulevard in Richland.
Yeah, Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma reports on what led to this woman's arrest and why officers, when responding to armed calls, call for multiple police agencies on site to help out.
Richland police say they raced to the area of Columbia Center Boulevard in Richland near where a new dental office is being built after reports of a woman carrying a gun and some sort of baton. RPD says she spotted them, she took off.
At that time, she disposed of the firearm, ran into the area. The information that we had showed us that she was a prohibited person from carrying a firearm, which then entered as a crime as well.
Deputies with the Benton County Sheriff's Office came to help bring in along a drone and K9 units.
Particularly when it comes to drones, it allows us to get a better eye on what's occurring. It allows us to see whether or not a person is armed or a danger to themselves or others. We're able to find out that the woman that we're trying to make contact with was also armed with an electric baton, which allowed us to be able to better identify how we were going to approach her and make contact with her.
The Social Security office was placed on lockdown as officers with Pasco and Kennewick also arrived on scene.
A lot of weapons that they're holding. that's it. You just look around and like you didn't see any weapons anywhere except for on them. And the size of their weapons sometimes just seems a little excessive.
So all of our officers are armed with firearms. Obviously, we have pistols, we have rifles, but more importantly, we have communication skills that allow us to meet with people and be able to communicate with them. And this is what we use this time. We're able to safely communicate with her to move towards our location that was advantageous for both parties.
As for why police officers call for multiple backup, RPD says it helps ensure everyone's safety.
More for officer safety. The more people that we have on the ground, the more options that we have, the more opportunity that we create to develop the situation and to be able to ensure the safety of all people around.
RPD says they use less lethal ammunition as a way to end situations like this peacefully and without anyone getting seriously hurt. Reporting in Richland, Monique Ledesma for Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Monique, RPD also says there was only one person involved in the situation. Nobody was hurt. Oregon House Republicans announcing their proposal to fund the state's transportation system less than a month after state Democrats released their framework for the Transportation Department. This story is new at 6. The Democrats' framework outlines a 20-cent per gallon incremental increase in the statewide gas tax, which currently stands at 40 cents per gallon. The tax would rise by 8 cents in 2026, followed by 4-cent increases in 2028, 2030, and 2031. 2032. Additionally, vehicle registration fees would increase by $66, while title fees would rise by $90. Today, Republicans said they want to eliminate the statewide transportation fund. They say that would save ODOT $307 million per biennium. They also say the payroll tax alone costs Oregonians about $110 million per year.
We've created this proposal because for years ODOT has funded ideas instead of infrastructure. This plan identifies several areas in ODOT's budget that do not reflect its core mission of providing safe and reliable roads and bridges.
We are committed to delivering functioning roads across our state without asking Oregonians to pay more.
Republicans also want to reduce the unfilled vacancy rate by 90%. A comprehensive transportation package is a legislative priority for lawmakers on both sides. ODOT and other transportation agencies have warned of service cuts and a rapid decline in the safety, quality, and reliability of the transportation system if more funding is not allocated. Well, the Real ID deadline is next week, and licensing offices across Washington are seeing increased demand for licenses that can get you through airport security after May 7th. Murrow News fellow Albert James talked a little bit about this today. Many of their offices are seeing licensing appointments in booked out weeks in advance. One woman at the King County DOL office drove over 30 miles for an appointment to get her enhanced license, and she waited a month just to get an appointment in another county. And while the experience varies across the state, people walking in without an appointment are experiencing up to an hour-long wait in the Puget Sound area.
Last month in March, we had a record of how many people tried to get a first-time enhanced driver's license.
Thomas Carlson with the Department of Licensing says they're doing the best they can to get people through offices, but it has been complicated by limited staffing because of budget cuts in 2023. He says things are going to be busy for the foreseeable future, but you can always use a passport, tribal ID, or other acceptable document to get through TSA. If you want to get an enhanced ID now, you can always search for an appointment or walk in. Just be ready to wait and have those documents with you. Apple Valley News Now live at 6 is just getting started. We're talking about PNL Conference Day 2 for Science.
Also ahead.
I'm ABC's Perry Russom in Washington. For the first time in years, the U.S. has a negative GDP. Who President Trump is blaming? That story coming up.
And Stacey is coming back with a full look at your first alert forecast. She is talking about warmer weather on the way and then a dip. She'll explain and time it all out when we come back. And remember our brand new weather app, from customized forecasts to the latest radar and instant weather alerts sent right to your phone.
Download today on your phone's app store. Just type Apple Valley News Now Weather. We're on your side and we're back when we return.
My feet hurt so bad in the morning, I couldn't even put my feet on the floor. So I built all this together to engineer a solution to my pain. Finally, I went to Good Feet, and they gave me this.
Good Feet arch supports, engineered for pain relief, personally fitted for you.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
To keep your home cool and comfortable all summer, your air conditioner needs maintenance this spring. Vance will inspect, test, and clean your AC so it's ready for hot weather. We'll leave your AC in better condition than we found it, and you'll be happy. Call now to schedule your maintenance appointment. It's the thing to do every spring. Don't take a chance. Call Vance.
Dear sharp curves. Don't spin your wheels. With more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand, you can bet your bottom dollar we're sharper than ever. 'Cause man, we got traction. Yours, Toyota Sedans.
Right now, you can lease a new 2025 Camry for just $319 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, Let's go places.
What does it mean to be here for good? It means being here for the artists who dream, the shop owner who knows your order by heart, and the mentors who leave a lasting impact. Here for singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game and big comeback stories. Here for the long haul from Omak to Sandpoint to Baker City. Here for your family, your neighbors, for you. STCU. Here for good.
It's the mother of all giveaways, where one lucky viewer wins this awesome Mother's Day collection. Check it out. Enter to win each day on the contest page at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. From Jewelry Design Center, The Flower Bar, Curve Appeal, Fiction, and AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Celebrate Walla Walla is back June 19th through 21st. 3 days of world-class wine. Tour vineyards with winemakers, expand your palate, and don't miss the block party. This is Walla Walla Valley at its finest. Tickets are on sale now. Secure yours today.
Visit Fred's Appliance today and explore unbeatable deals. Step up to the all-in-one GE Profile laundry machine for just $21.98. Save $700 today. It combines both washer and dryer functions into one sleek appliance, saving space and offering unmatched convenience. Wi-Fi connectivity allows you to control and monitor your laundry from anywhere, saving you time and effort. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Real Estate Services, Christine Connolly, Realtor.
Welcome back, everybody. For the first time in a total of 3 years, the U.S. has a negative economic output. The country's GDP is down 0.3%.
The number reflects the first 3 months of the year. Today, President Trump blamed former President Biden. ABC's Perry Russum reports.
President Trump is blaming former President Biden, but the Bureau of Economic Analysis says it was caused by a spike in imports, companies stocking up ahead of Trump's tariffs. New government numbers out today show the U.S.'s economic output is slowing under President Trump. Gross domestic product for the first quarter of the year is down 0.3%.
And I have to start off by saying that's Biden. That's not Trump, because we came in on January. This is the quarterly numbers.
It's the first time the U.S. is seeing negative growth since 2022. The numbers reflect the first 3 months of the year and the first 3 months of Trump's term.
This is Biden, and you could even say the next quarter is sort of Biden, because it doesn't just happen on a daily or an hourly basis.
The Bureau of Economic Analysis says the GDP decline reflects an increase in imports. The numbers calculated before Trump's tariffs went into effect. Companies stockpiling inventory, causing that spike in imports.
Businesses themselves have announced that, they are uncertain about how much they will be able to sell in the future.
Trump holding a cabinet meeting today after his 100th day in office. U.S. Trade Representative Jameson Greer says tariff deals are still some weeks out.
So this is something, a reordering of global trade that hasn't happened since the end of World War II, and it's long overdue.
Trump talking tariffs with ABC's Terry Moran yesterday.
145% tariffs on China, and that's good. Basically an embargo. They deserve it. It'll raise prices on everything from electronics to clothing to building houses. You don't know that. You don't know whether or not China's going to eat it. That's mathematics. China probably will eat those tariffs.
Trump today.
Maybe the children will have $2 instead of $30, and maybe the $2 will cost a couple of bucks more than they would normally.
The executive director of the Port of Los Angeles tells CNBC their shipping volume will be down 35% next week. He says major American retailers are stopping their shipments from China as the country faces that tariff of 145%. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
This comes as late today, U.S. and Ukraine actually signed a minerals deal. We'll have updates tomorrow on Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And it's been a lovely day, lots of sunshine. The winds weren't too bad. It's looking great right now in the Yakima Valley by Mart Skycam. 70 degrees. The humidity is low at 22%. The feels like temperature is 75 in Yakima. So enjoy this lovely evening. It is going to be very nice. And those warm temperatures keep coming. This ridge of high pressure building into the area. Now it's going to bring us some calmer conditions wind-wise for a couple of days. That transition will happen late Friday into Saturday. But overall, for the next couple of days, we're looking at clear conditions and southerly flow winds with a southerly jet stream coming at us. Winds right now in the region nice and calm. And again, after the last few days, a nice little break away from those strong gusty winds. But that is not going to be the case on Saturday. We're going to see those winds returning to our area. In fact, the strongest winds once again will be in the Kittitas Valley, 55 to 60 mile-an-hour gusts. Yakima Valley is going to be pretty windy as well, with 25 and 35 mile-an-hour gusts. And then those foothills of the Blues in Morrow County looking at 40 to 45 mile-an-hour gusts. So a little bit windy on Saturday, and the possibility of some rain also with those showers. About a 40% chance here in the Tri-Cities. 20% chance or so in Yakima, more than likely skipping by. Better chance of seeing the showers in Walla Walla Saturday, with a stray slight chance on Sunday. Things should start to dry out. Now, temperatures are staying mild tonight in the 40s. Everybody's staying above the freezing level in the 30s there in the mountains. So enjoy those 40-degree temps tonight. Here's the big spike we're talking about. This is on Friday. You'll feel close to 80, if not hitting 80 tomorrow in Yakima. And our average there is 7. So that's 10 to 15 degrees above the average. Tri-Cities normally 72. Look at that. We're going to go way over 10 plus degrees above the average for Tri-Cities and Hermiston, looking towards the Friday afternoon. And then that little dip there on Saturday and Sunday. And again, we'll see some wet conditions. Walla Walla temperatures will increase again into next week. If you're hitting the road traveling, expect some showers or the chance of them on Saturday in the Seattle area. Temperatures are nice. Look at the drop. Friday 71, they dropped down to 57. So they're feeling that cold front as well. Portland, same thing, 80s, 70s, dropping down to the 60s with some cloudy skies. And if you're heading to the Spokane area, you could see some showers. A slight chance of those, about 30% on Saturday. Here's the 7-day forecast. We're trying to hit 90 to tie a record in the Tri-Cities. Breezy winds, wet showers possible on Saturday. Not a lot of precip, though. Maybe a 1/10 of an inch or less expected. Taking a peek at Yakima, we have to hit 88 degrees to tie the record set back in 1971. May or may not do that. We'll have to wait and see. Ellensburg is where you're going to look for those strong gusty winds once again. Pretty normal this time of year and in that area. You guys are used to it in Ellensburg, but another blustery day for you Friday and Saturday. Let's take a look at Walla Walla. Lots of sunshine through Friday, and then those showers on Saturday, kind of clearing up on Sunday and warming back up into next week. And in Hermiston, if we can hit 92, we'll tie a record set back in 1937. Look for some showers and breezy winds once again on Saturday. So just a little hitch in our giddy up, we'll say, on Saturday. But everything else is looking pretty good.
Yeah, we don't need to be moving up too fast. Like,
Right.
this is nice,
Yeah.
you know, a little up and down around the 70s and 80s is all right.
There you
Not
go.
bad.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you, Stacy. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, it was day 2 of the Predictive Phenomics Conference. We'll share more about the significance of the scientific work.
Here comes Tracy Lawrence, live for one night only. Friday, September 5th, Legends Casino Hotel. All the hits, all night long, with CMA and ACM award winner Tracy Lawrence. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Friday, September 5th at Legends Casino Hotel.
In a world filled with accidents, the injured look to Mo, because Mo knows these guys are bulldog tough on personal injury and workers' compensation claims. Mo knows you can go to the other guys, but why would you? From back in autumn, bulldog tough.
American Idol is new on ABC.
Watch Sundays and Mondays on Apple Valley News Now. Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care. It's the mother of all giveaways, where one lucky viewer wins this awesome Mother's Day collection. Check it out. Enter to win each day on the contest page at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. From Jewelry Design Center, The Flower Bar, Curve Appeal, Fiction, and AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers? Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. US Cellular, built for us.
It's the mother of all giveaways, where one lucky viewer wins this awesome Mother's Day collection. Check it out. Enter to win each day on the contest page at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. From Jewelry Design Center, The Flower Bar, Curve Appeal, Fiction, and AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Cinco de Mayo is coming up, and your Dust Devils are celebrating by playing as the Viñeros de Tri-City all weekend. Friday, May 2nd, Gutter Girl invites you to the ballpark for Influencer Night and a family feast. Select food and drinks for only $2.50 each. Saturday, May 3rd, Roto-Rooter invites you to cheer on the Viñeros and stick around for a fabulous post-game fireworks show. For tickets, head to the official site, DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
Welcome back, everybody. New research is pushing the boundaries of what we know about biology, moving beyond just DNA to explore the many other factors that shape how living organisms function. On day 2 of the Predictive Phenomics Conference, scientists from across the country gathered to share their latest findings in areas that could transform everything from human health to national security, or even how chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes develop and lead to disability. Finding the right medicine is key, according to one scientist.
We want to be able to monitor the environment and surveil what might be out there in terms of pathogens that may threaten our human health and our economy. And so having the ability to do these things ourselves in the United States is very important.
Waters says the research being shared benefits multiple areas, including the mission of the Department of Energy's Energy Abundance and Resilience, as well as the National Institute of Health and supporting human health.
Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, our 6:30 half hour begins in just a couple of minutes. Our Dan Hansen tells us about the latest developments in Franklin County as the sheriff and county commissioners continue to face off.
And get ready for the shades and sunscreen. I like the sound of that. First Alert Stacy Lee says the next couple of days are going to be heating up. We'll tell you just how hot in your area when we come back.
Josh Cobra, First Alert Weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
If you have heart failure or chronic kidney disease, Farxiga can help you keep living life, because there are places you'd like to be. Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and bacterial infection between the anus and genitals, both which may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness or swelling between the anus and genitals. Ask your doctor about Farxiga today.
Farxiga. It's the mother of all giveaways, where one lucky viewer wins this awesome Mother's Day collection. Check it out. Enter to win each day on the contest page at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. From Jewelry Design Center, The Flower Bar, Curve Appeal, Fiction, and AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
I was a resident here. Think of me as one of you.
You're unbelievable. So unbelievable. Prosser Memorial Health reminds you, watch Grey's Anatomy Thursdays. Prosser Memorial Health, this is how we care.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino presents a Mexican Mother's Day celebration with Mariachi Estrellas de Mexico, live on May 10th. Feel the rhythm, savor the vibes, and dance the night away with live mariachi melodies from Jalisco and Michoacan. Celebrate Mom and enjoy drink specials, dancing, and more. Tickets are on sale now at wildhorseresort.com and the app. Feliz Dia de las Madres at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton.
with STIHL battery. Power up with free extra battery deals on select STIHL tools. Shop in-store and online.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Knowing these laws sets my truck wreck team apart. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter. Big truck insurance companies know that we have the knowledge and experience to get you paid everything you deserve. Hit by a big truck, our team knows truck wrecks and how to win for you. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
It's the greatest quiz show of all time, played by the greatest players of all time.
Tonight,
Jeopardy! Masters is back. 9 elite champions, one incredible tournament.
Jeopardy Masters primetime event begins tonight, 9/8 Central on ABC.
This is my heaven.
A flight over one of America's great rivers.
Snake River has a lot to offer.
And into Hell's Canyon.
It's a half a mile deeper than the Grand Canyon.
Fly the Northwest.
It's just a gorgeous place to be.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Right now on the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m.
The sheriff of Franklin County has a new complaint filed against him. Why county leaders tell our Dan Hansen it's only just beginning.
That and more as the news at 6:30 begins right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this final day of April.
Yep. April came and went like that.
Like that.
Like
yes.
that. And I feel like the weather's been changing like that a lot, too.
It has. Is that going to be the story, though, as we kind of cruise through the rest of this week now on Hump Day, Stacy?
That's right, middle of the work week. It's been a wild one. I was checking out the game. They are, let's see, the Dust Devils have just thrown a couple of pitches as that game just got underway. And by the way, I'll just throw a pitch out there. We're going to be there, Family Feast Night on Friday. Stop by and spin the wheel of prizes, and I'll be doing weather live with the Dust Devils this Friday. 70 degrees right now, feels like it's 75. Once the sun goes down, it's going to cool down, so enjoy the 70 degrees while they're here. You're going to start seeing those 60s, though, here anytime soon. Overnight lows down in the 40s, fairly warm, staying well above the freezing level tonight. Planning your day out for tomorrow. It's going to be a nice day out the door, 50 degrees, peeling layers off by noon, 75, 80. We're in shorts in the afternoon, so get ready for a clear, mild night tonight, sunny and warm tomorrow, hot, potentially breaking some records on Friday, and then we have a big cool down this coming weekend. I'll tell you more coming up. Austin, Wendy.
All right, Stacy, thank you for that. We are continuing to follow local breaking news. The Selah Police Department has identified child remains found earlier this month as missing 4-year-old AJ Funderburg. Investigators say they were called to the boy's home for a welfare check on April 16th. Through their investigation, they learned of a burial site on Cowiche Mill Road in Selah. The child's father, 33-year-old Preston Funderburg, was arrested April 17th on misdemeanor charges. Those were later dropped, according to Selah police. However, Funderburg appeared in court today on suspicion of theft of government money and wire fraud, 2 federal felonies as well. The investigation will continue. Now to continuing coverage. The Franklin County Board of Commissioners held their first meeting today since officially signing a resolution to take control of the county jail from the sheriff's office.
Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen says it's a big move that could shift how the facility is managed moving forward.
Earlier this month, a state audit claimed the Franklin County Sheriff's Office mismanaged jail operation funds. That sparked swift action from the Board of Commissioners, who responded by creating a Department of Corrections and giving it full control over the jail.
They have totally locked law enforcement out of the corrections facility, and have turned off cameras, have turned off all the cameras to the sheriff's office and the parking lots and the courts.
Franklin County Sheriff Jim Raymond calls that behavior malicious. But County Administrator Brian Danzel says this is less about politics and more about the sheriff's refusal to follow orders.
We are still recording the
all the areas of the courthouse and the parking lots. Our concern isn't that. Our concern is the sheriff took guns out of the jail and violated a court order to do so.
Despite the turmoil, Commissioner Stephen Bauman says morale inside the jail is improving.
They have chosen a new badge design. It will be a shield. And so they've chosen that design. And so they are working with vendors already to see when they can get that.
But outside the jail, in public comment, emotions ran high.
Somehow the county administrators did not want to make eye contact with the taxpayer. Okay, thank you.
The county administrator is sitting there, ma'am.
The county commissioners. Thank you, Rocky. I've walked alongside each and every one of you. We're not going to always agree. Mr. Bauman, please, your attention. I will wait and I will reclaim my time. See, this is a problem. When we don't understand rules and we don't respect other people, this is what destroys our county.
After hearing from the public, commissioners went into a more than 30-minute executive session.
I don't know if it's about me or whoever, but it's hard for me to give you those thoughts because they generally don't go into executive sessions and, you know, say, hey, Sheriff, we're going to sue you or all those type of things. They do those things in secrecy, for a lack of better words, and then come out and I'll bet that they said no decisions made.
We have come out of executive session with no decisions being made.
Meanwhile, Sheriff Raymond confirms that a criminal complaint has been filed against him by Commander Keelan Harmon, who accuses a sheriff of blocking him from entering the facility and grabbing him forcefully.
The man's perfectly capable of running corrections operations and actually was an intricate part of our accreditation and all those type of things.
To avoid conflict of interest, the sheriff has asked another agency to take over the investigation. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
A woman is in custody tonight after a 40-minute police standoff in Richland. This happened this afternoon near Fowler Street and Columbia Center Boulevard. Police say they received a call about a woman who was armed with a weapon and walking around the area. RPD says she was carrying a firearm when they arrived. Then, when confronted, she ran down into the wooded area by 240. Officials say she was a prohibited person from carrying firearms. They believe she was experiencing some sort of mental health issue. Benton County Sheriff deputies assisted, along with one of their drones and canine units. We also know the Social Security office was on lockdown while all of this was happening. RPD says they used less lethal ammunition to gain some compliance from the woman to keep her from walking away from officers, which resulted in her arrest. It's 2 years in federal prison plus 3 years of supervised release for a Yakima man. 44-year-old Benjamin Cliet learned his sentence today. Officials say they responded to his house in 2022 after reports of screaming. Court officials say Yakima police knew of his domestic violence no contact order, and they were concerned domestic violence may be going on. They then found Cliet's partner inside the home and Cliet hiding in a doghouse in the backyard. They arrested him for violating the no contact order. Police also found 18 firearms, ammunition, and magazines in his home.
New at 6:30, we have a traffic alert because traffic on a portion of 48th Avenue will be impacted this week and next week while City of Yakima crews work on filling cracks and repairing areas of the roadway.
Yeah, so heads up there. Tomorrow and Monday, 48th Avenue between Nob Hill Boulevard and Chestnut Avenue will be intermittently closed while this project is underway. Project hours will be from 6:30 in the morning until 3:30 in the afternoon. Flaggers will be in place to help direct traffic through the project area. Traffic delays in that area are likely, so drivers should use alternate routes if they can.
The city says access to homes and businesses in the areas will be maintained and traffic will be allowed through the project areas when possible. Still ahead on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6:30. It is Operation Best Friend, and tonight we're going to check back in with Dorita. We'll tell you why.
Aw, we'll tell you all about it when we come back.
And
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Visit
Fred's Appliance today and discover unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region. This 2-in-1 removable agitator from Whirlpool lets you choose how you wash and care for your clothes by easily swapping the agitator post in or out. With 2 ways to wash, it's twice the washer you have at home. Get it today and save $420 on the Whirlpool Hybrid Washer-Dryer pair. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Cinco de Mayo is coming up, and your Dust Devils are celebrating by playing as the Viñeros de Tri-City all weekend. Friday, May 2nd, Gutter Girl invites you to the ballpark for Influencer Night and a family feast. Select food and drinks for only $2.50 each. Saturday, May 3rd, Roto Rooter invites you to cheer on the Viñeros and stick around for a fabulous post-game fireworks show. For tickets, head to the official site, DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
One of the best female groups of all time, En Vogue, in concert. Saturday, May 31st at Legends Casino Hotel. The multiple Grammy Award nominees with more than 20 million records sold worldwide. En Vogue. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss En Vogue live Saturday, May 31st at Legends Casino Hotel.
It's the mother of all giveaways, where one lucky viewer wins this awesome Mother's Day collection. Check it out. Enter to win each day on the contest page at AppleValleyNewsNow.com. From Jewelry Design Center, The Flower Bar, Curve Appeal, Fiction, and AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
To keep your home cool and comfortable all summer, your air conditioner needs maintenance this spring. Vance will inspect, test, and clean your AC so it's ready for hot weather. We'll leave your AC in better condition than we found it, and you'll be happy. Call now to schedule your maintenance appointment. It's the thing to do every spring. Don't take a chance. Call Vance.
All right, everybody. I know it's easy to forget things, but we don't want you to miss this new deal from US Cellular. Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines.
Ooh, I can save enough to buy a gift for my understanding wife.
Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, that's a great deal. I have a facial. This was fun.
Oh, come on. You have flowers? Save big with our best price ever. Just $15 a line when you get 4 lines. US Cellular, built for us.
It's the Yakima Valley RV Show at the Yakima Valley Sundome, May 1st to the 5th. Get amazing discount prices from manufacturers from across the country, like Grand Design, StarCraft, and more. And top dollar for your trade. There's show-only financing with 0 down, rates as low as 5.99, and no payments for 90 days. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. And every purchase gets a free Blackstone grill. So beat the tariffs at the National RV Show at the Yakima Valley Sundome. 5 days only.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Wednesday. That means it's time for Operation Best Friend. Tonight, though, we are meeting the lovely Dorita again.
And if you've been thinking about adding a furry friend to your life, look no further, because today we are talking about a girl with a big heart and an even bigger personality. And yes, accessories are included.
Operation Best Friend, sponsored by As You Wish Houses, Christine Connolly Realtor, and by Manthite Group Cross Country Mortgage.
Hi everyone, my name is Monica and I'm from Tri-Cities Animal Services in Pasco, Washington. This week for Operation Best Friend, I have brought Dorita. Dorita is a 5-year-old Staffordshire Terrier, Australian cattle dog mix that came to us back on October 16th of 2024. She was picked up by Animal Control after being found running around by herself. Sadly, Dorita has had little to no adoption interest, which is really surprising to us because I think she's one of the most unique looking dogs that we have. Dorita lives for toys. She absolutely loves her squeaky toys, to go play in the yards with them, to go for long walks with staff and volunteers, of course. She squeaked her toy the entire way down the freeway on the way here this morning, which goes without saying that she absolutely loved the car ride. It was her first time in the car with me this morning. She was thrilled to go. So Dorita is the definition of cool, calm, and collected all the time. She does seem to know several basic commands like sit and shake, And then this morning I found out that she'll give you both of her paws at the same time, actually. When she's around other dogs and other animals at the shelter, she's just her best self, on her best behavior, seems to want to be friends with all of the dogs. She loves all people, humans big and small. She just wants to be everybody's friend. So if you are interested in adopting a dog like Dorita, we do require, if you have dogs at home, that they meet the dog that you're looking to adopt, just to ensure compatibility before going home. Come visit us on this beautiful spring day to adopt your new best furry friend.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll take a live look outside right now. Legends Casino Sky Cam looking nice on the river. I saw a boat out there a little while ago doing a little fishing. Perfect night for that. 70 degrees, or feels like temp right now, 75. Light little breezes out there, so beautiful evening. This ridge of high pressure moving in. It's going to be right on top of us. That's going to bring the warmer conditions, less windy conditions, and lots of sunshine. Here's the weather pattern for the next couple of days. We'll fast forward, or maybe we won't. We'll fast forward. There we go. And we have pretty much clear skies. And you see this kind of wrap around the jet stream way to the north. That's going to bring that warm air up from the south. So that's what's happening right there. Winds are pretty light this evening, 4 to 5 miles an hour. That's not the case, though, on Saturday. Look for some strong gusty winds, especially in the Kittitas Valley, much like we had last weekend. I believe Josh said we have a first alert weather day for the Kittitas Valley due to those strong gusty winds. Everybody else will be pretty breezy, though, through the area. So just be aware of that, especially if you have to attend any sporting activities outdoors. 40% chance of rain, good chance of that happening in the Tri-Cities, and Walla Walla even has a better chance, about a 60% chance on Saturday. Once that passes by, the cool front goes away, we'll start to warm back up. 40s tonight, everybody above that freezing level. So overall, just a beautiful day. And those temperatures continue to climb. Look at that, 84. Our average in Yakima this time of year is 70. We have that little dip there, and then we'll move back to the 80s next week. Tri-Cities jumping way above our average of 72 degrees. And then look at that, a quick drop for the weekend. Not bad, though. I mean, 69, 71, not bad, but just much colder than you're going to get used to. And Walla Walla, even chillier with those gusty winds and, of course, chances of rain. Hitting the road this weekend, grab your umbrella, at least on Saturday in the Seattle area. Look at their drop from the 70s back to the 50s. In Portland, they go from the 80s to the 70s to the 60s, a little more gradual there. And if you're heading up towards the Spokane area in the next couple of days, you could see some showers on Saturday, much like here. Tri-Cities, again, May 1st, first day of May, 81. That's going to be beautiful. We're looking for 90 degrees to tie a record from 2014. Probably not going to see that. You see those showers on Saturday. In Yakima, we'd have to hit 88 on Friday. Plus, I'm thinking 79 tomorrow. We could see 80 degrees there as well. For Ellensburg, strong gusty winds, wind advisory more than likely will happen there. And those warm conditions will drop down into the 60s. Yeah, so 80 one day, then 60 the next. So that's a 21-degree drop in 24 hours. That's pretty substantial. There's that sunshine Thursday and Friday for Walla Walla. Get your umbrella ready for Saturday, and then get ready for warmer weather at the latter part of next week. Here's what it looks like in Hermiston. A little wet, a little windy. Got to hit 92 to break a record or tie the record from 1937. So not a bad, it's just a weird, like we said, it was a roller coaster. We called it all week, and that's kind of what we're doing temperature-wise and weather-wise. So.
Yeah, what's that ride where you just drop straight down?
Yeah,
I think it feels like that for
exactly.
the 21-degree day difference,
yeah.
right?
It's 80 and then all of a sudden 60. So yeah,
wow.
That's yeah. If we were fish, it would not be good, right? They
oh
don't
my
got to get used to the tank.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right.
Still ahead on Apple Valley News. Sorry, I was still thinking about that.
The tank?
Yeah, the tank. Yeah, I had to, I had to sit in. Still ahead here at 6:30. The Oregon Zoo is saying goodbye to Tilly.
We'll share more about the beloved otter that was once named Mom of the Year.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next-level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is bringing you an electrifying night with the iconic Grammy-nominated rock band Queensryche on Sunday, May 25th. Feel the energy and experience chart-topping hits like Jet City Woman and Silent Lucidity. Now's your chance to witness the unmistakable sound of one of rock's most celebrated bands, who've sold over 30 million albums worldwide. Tickets are on sale now at wildhorseresort.com or on the app. Plus, every ticket is good for $5 free play. Queensryche at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton.
Looking for a trusted professional to guide you through your real estate endeavors? Carrie Lundgren with River Realty is ready to guide you through the process. As a lifelong Tri-Cities resident with 35 years real estate experience, she has the knowledge, dedication, and enthusiasm to make your real estate dreams come true. Whether you are buying your first home, moving up or scaling back, or looking for an investment, she has got you covered. Call Carrie today at 509-948-0580 and start making your dreams a reality.
Does shopping for bladder control products have you feeling like you need someone to be on the lookout for you? Now you have your privacy back. We're HDIS, and we home deliver bladder control products directly to you. We're always on the lookout for you. You get free shipping in plain, unmarked boxes. So your private matters, stay private. We understand how you feel. For over 35 years, we've delivered bladder control products to millions of Americans, just like you. You don't have to worry about incontinence any longer. Call now for your free product sample pack and over $45 in money-saving coupons. At HDIS, we're always in stock. We carry all brands in hundreds of styles and sizes. You'll be sure to get what you need, guaranteed.
For your free sample pack with your free catalog and $45 in money-saving coupons and free product samples, call 800-257-0683. That's 800-257-0683.
For an all-new season of Celebrity Wheel of Fortune.
Big names, big laughs, and big wins for charity.
I'm going to take the elevator to victory.
Celebrity Wheel of Fortune. New episode tonight on ABC.
Next ET, only one show is at home in the Hamptons with Christy Brinkley.
There's some juicy stories.
The Uptown Girl gets real about modeling, motherhood, and yes, men.
Oh, nobody wants to hear about him.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Josh Cobra. First alert weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now on your side.
All right, time for what is trending on this Wednesday. The Oregon Zoo is mourning the loss of Tilly, the oldest member of its North American river otter family.
Yeah, Tilly was humanely euthanized today following a decline due to her advanced age. At 16, Tilly was considered geriatric for her species. The median life expectancy for river otters is 12.9 years in zoos and aquariums.
Wow, she lived a long life. Tilly was known for her exceptional parenting skills and a cameo on NBC's 30 Rock. Tilly, named after the Tillamook River, was found orphaned near Johnson Creek back in 2009.
All right, hey, today marks the 50th anniversary of the end of the Vietnam War. All right, coming up next, Stacy will have a final look at your forecast and a tease for tonight's weather photo.
You guys are gonna like it.
I'm strong.
Yeah,
I like it.
Okay.
You're just gonna like
Thanks
it?
for that.
Stay right here. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Today, Grady turns 1. Already he plans to wrestle alligators, try his hand at the culinary arts, and explore the world. With the Get College Saving Program, you can start saving for their future anywhere in the country. Don't borrow your children's future, build it at 529.wa.gov.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kind of is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Did you know Tri-City Lumber Company isn't just for contractors? We're your local source for decking, railing, hardware, and more, open to everyone. For over 30 years, DIYers and homeowners have trusted us for quality materials and expert one-on-one advice. Now, under new ownership, we're making it even easier to shop local and build better. Skip the big box stores. Visit Tri-City Lumber today on Clearwater and Kennewick, or call us at 509-783-3322 today.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $4,500 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Welcome to the Flower Bar, where every bouquet tells your unique story. Our talented designers craft personalized masterpieces from the freshest seasonal blooms, ensuring no two arrangements are ever alike. Whether you're building your own creation or choosing from our designer collections, we'll bring your floral vision to life. Visit our new location in Richland and discover a truly bespoke flower experience. Start your floral journey at the Flower Bar on theparkway.com.
Got a family reunion in the works? Make it unforgettable at Beaver Valley Lodge. With cozy rooms, beautiful mountain views, and plenty of space to gather, it's the perfect place to reconnect and make new memories. Book direct with us and get 10% off. That means more savings for barbecues, bonfires, and all those late-night laughs. So skip the middleman and book direct today, because great reunions start with the perfect place to stay. Beaver Valley Lodge. Come as a guest and leave as a friend.
Josh Cobra, First Alert Weather on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
All right, so you put me on the spot about the photo, and I'm just going to say this show has gone to the birds.
Ah, there
you go. All right, take a look at your screen. There it is. A quail on a grapevine hanging out at Tagaris Winery. Thanks, Michelle, for grabbing that. Hopefully you were sipping on a nice glass of wine there, checking out that beautiful bird. The QR code on the top of your screen, that's how you get your weather photo on TV, or you can go to applevalleynewsnow.com, click on the weather tab. That's all brought to you by Lifetime Dental Care, your reason to smile. All right, let's do the bottom line on your weather forecast. Clear and beautiful. Those temperatures are well above the average, as you saw a little while ago. We cool down. We'll have some winds coming back and a slight chance of some showers, mainly in the Columbia Basin and in the mountains over the weekend. Not a lot of precipitation expected with that. Here's what your day looks like tomorrow out the door. That's a pretty nice morning. Maybe a good day for a hike or a walk. And then the 70s by the middle of the afternoon. And then check out those 80-degree temps later in the day. Here's what it looks like for the next 7 days for Tri-Cities and Yakima. Nice weather. There's that 40% chance of rain. Again, I don't think that's going to be significant. Maybe a few sprinkles, but you will feel those breezy to gusty winds, especially in Yakima and Ellensburg on Saturday. Here's what it looks like in Walla Walla and Hermiston. Once again, those nice warm days and seeing some showers. Pretty good chance of those there in those two towns. But yeah, overall, not a bad looking forecast. We've just been up and down. So.
Yep. And that'll continue for a little bit.
That'll continue. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Stacy, and thank you for joining us and watching the news at 6 and 6:30.
We're back at 11, hoping your news is good news.
See you then.